Good evening, everybody. We are back, we are live, and we are on top of the world here in Utsjoki. We are on the night of 17th to 18th of April, and we have some beautiful northern lights here on the top of the world. It was a little bit harder than I thought to climb back here, and sadly there was already some outburst of northern lights, but we are going to enjoy the rest of the evening here together. It is becoming quite dim, but it was a lot brighter 5 minutes ago, and I'm hoping that it will come back. Canada, good afternoon, and Phil, good evening to you. The doctor, hello. Well, I don't dare to say anything if it's the last one or not. And Chi Wang from the US, good afternoon to you. And Arendt, good evening in the Netherlands. Apparently there has been some pictures from the north of the Netherlands with some kind of aurora glow last night. And Ella, hello to you. Caroline, good evening. So while we are waiting for more northern lights to show up, let me show you where I am. And this is very bright here, so let me just show you in real colors. We are now looking to the northwest. We have the moon, and here we have the lights down there, or the lights of the village of Utsjoki in the distance, about 8 kilometers west of me. And as you can see, I am on top of the world, and we have down there the Teno River, and we have over there the cottages of Aurora Holidays, and we are waiting for the sky to get a little bit darker now. We do have some northern lights already here. As you can see, this is the northern lights. It started a little bit earlier. I was a little bit late to the party, but the solar wind conditions are pretty good. So let's wait together and see what happens next. I hope you enjoy the view. I hope you enjoy the landscape. And Arendt, I will be waiting for you here to cross that item of your bucket list. That would be amazing. And the doctor, I will reward myself with a whiskey down in the valley. Actually, my plan was to take some with me up here, but believe it or not, there was not a single cubic centimeter of space left in my backpack. Et bonsoir cousin, non, on ne dort pas ici. Mais c'est la vie et ça rend plein d'énergie. Bonsoir tous les francophones d'ailleurs. J'espère que vous allez bien. On est toujours à Utsjoki, toujours chez Aurora Holidays. Et on a pris quelques centaines de mètres d'altitude ce soir puisqu'on est en haut de la petite montagne qui surplombe la rivière et les chalets de Aurora Holidays. So take a look, guys. We have the Teno Valley here in front of us. Let me adjust the exposure. And we have the cottages of Aurora Holidays on the shore of the Teno River. The southern part of the sky is faintly glowing in green, but as we've seen, sometimes it just gets brighter and fainter and it just keeps changing. So let's see what happens. And yes, the doctor, I do not drink when I work. That's absolutely true. But special circumstances can lead to exceptions. And the temperature is about -2. And it's a little bit windy here on top of the fell, but it's quite okay. And I'm not gonna lie, I cheated a little bit today because I got a ride on the snowmobile to the little hut that's a little bit below, but the last part is way too steep, and actually there is a lot of areas without snow and too many rocks, so that would not be possible. I had to finish by foot, and there were some areas with really deep snow, and the heavy backpack didn't really help. And Ari, yes, I came online just 2 minutes after this great show, so sorry about that, guys. I was still plugging everything, and that's because I spent too much time with my ass in the snow trying to stand up with a 20 kilos backpack. But let's hope we get some more action. And Paula, I am okay, of course. It's just that the snow was pretty uneven. Some moments, some places were really very hard and easy to walk, and then suddenly you just sink in the snow. That was nothing I'm not used to, just the backpack was a little bit heavier. Let's take a look at the village over there in the west. And we have the moon on the right of the image. So we do have a really pretty view up here. And we are waiting for the sky to get a little bit darker. Hello.
Is there anything?
Well, there has been, unfortunately, 2 minutes before I managed to get live. I spent a lot of time with my ass in the snow trying to stand up after sinking through with the heavy backpack.
Shoot. Did it happen many times?
A couple of times.
Aww. The fire was making weird noises. It might have been the sausage.
Maybe.
So I thought better to stay there and see that it doesn't go up. But I did not add.
Okay, well, we can still see it from here. So, guys, are you enjoying the view from the top of the world? And hi, Sarah. And Benyada from Sweden, good evening to you. I really like this view. I mean, we don't have lights in this view, but it's pretty amazing with the moon and the village. And yes, there is a very nice view indeed. And Phil, I don't have an assistant with me, I have a friend with me. Or are you an assistant? Just a friend, not an assistant. It's a little bit windy here, but we've had worse, and luckily it's not -20, so it's quite okay. And let's spin around again to, oops, sorry, I forgot the camera was already there. Now the camera is looking in the western direction, and we're going to move to the south. And you can see my camera. I wanted to go there initially, but it's actually a lot further away than I imagined, and you can see here some very faint aurora glow here in the diagonal of the image, and the river back on the left. Can we see the hut? Yes, we can see the hut. There is still the fire burning, and I will point it for you. I am entangled myself in my cable. There. So the hut is there. So we climbed quite a bit further up, and we are watching into the northeast here. And the bottom left of the image is the valley and the river, the Teno River. So we are showing you a different view compared to what we usually do while streaming right on the river. I think the ice is still safe, at least where we have the cottages, but because it's been so warm during the day, there is a lot of water on top of the ice, and obviously that's not really handy to put all the equipment for a live stream. And I really wanted to show you this view. And we are probably going to come back here in the midnight sun season to show you, well, the midnight sun. And Gianpaolo, you are very welcome. Yes, the doctor, it looks really cool, so for those of you who travel here, it's actually not a very difficult hike. There are a couple of steeper areas, but when you're not carrying a super heavy backpack, it's pretty easy to do with the snowshoes in winter and just normal hiking shoes in the summer. And in the summer, I've just, I don't know, last summer I was here every few days. I'm sure there is some aurora glow behind the twilight, but it's like I can distinguish some streaks, but it's really faint, and it wouldn't even be picked up by the camera. All right, Martina, good evening to you. And the doctor, yes, it's a really, really nice postcard. And Martina, yeah, hopefully you are able to come in January. That would be really amazing. I really look forward to this workshop. And I mean, we've postponed it this January. I really, really hope that we don't have to do it again. Et merci, cousin. And the doctor, well, it's a good job indeed, yeah. So if you want, you are very welcome here. We always need help. Let's take a look what's happening over there. Well, there is a very faint glow, as you can see, going across the screen like this, but it's really, really faint. Do you see? Yeah. Can barely distinguish it to the naked eye. There is kind of a pillar here, so maybe we get some more action. We can only hope now, guys. We have come so far this season, so far tonight, so for those of you who've been following us for a while, I think I have said many times that I intended to come here, but it's quite a commitment to come all the way here, because if the weather gets bad, then there is no way out, no quick way out at least, and it's quite an effort to come up here. And if we don't get lights, also it's not really ideal. So I didn't really have the right conditions, and there have been maybe a couple of times actually, but it had been pretty warm, and I really didn't feel the hike up in very soft snow. So it's some kind of decision that is not lightly taken to come here in the middle of the night in winter. It's okay. And this glow, let's see what it will become. Anne-Marie, bonsoir à vous, j'espère que vous allez bien. Et bonsoir les francophones. So we do have this faint glow above the fells, and still cautiously hoping for a bit more action again, because sadly I just came there just a couple of minutes too late after the last outburst. Don't even think I got it as a still picture. No, that's yesterday. Yeah, so just... No, that's yesterday. That's just... Oh, well. Anne-Marie, il fait environ -2 et le vent commence un peu à se lever, donc la température ressentie est un peu plus fraîche. Mais pour l'instant, tout va bien. And we are and we can still see this glow stretching almost diagonal in the screen. Let me check the solar wind. The speed is really good, but the other parameters are not amazing at this stage, but we are so far in the north that, in my experience, anything can happen when it's dark enough. And we are reaching now the darkest part of the night in about half an hour. So beautiful. It would be even more beautiful with some auroras. Now the glow looks like it has almost disappeared. And thank you, Sami. I hope you're doing well. And Elton, there have been lights 35 minutes ago. Unfortunately, I started this stream 33 minutes ago. And there is still chance for lights to happen, otherwise I wouldn't be standing here in the wind. So stay tuned if you are not too tired for a little while longer. We are staying live at least until, I would say, 1 a.m. unless, I don't know, the wind becomes so crazy that I need to pack. Actually wondering, what is this over there? I think, very faint glow up there in the south. Why are there things everywhere here? It's a lot windier than it was half an hour ago when I got there. And we are still waiting. So let's take a look again at the village. You can see the lights, the village lights, in the kind of middle of the screen. And the morning twilight on the right side. And some extremely faint glow of lights on the left side. You can actually start to see it to the naked eye now. From this dip. It's like...
Not really.
So it's your eyes?
Yeah, probably. I don't have my glasses on, but I still don't think that the glasses make such a big difference. Maybe I'm colorblind. Maybe I have a hard time distinguishing.
And can you see the glow here across the screen? It's really dim, but it's definitely there, and if it was a real night we would definitely see it more clearly.
Can't even see it on the screen.
There.
Actually, very good imagination.
And Karen, hello. Yes, I thought last night was the last night too, but it wasn't. And Sheila, glad you like my title. I actually had to think about it for a while. Yeah, let's see. My computer is starting to have a life of its own. No, it's been like the mouse is not working. Some programs started opening by themselves. What? Is one of you hacking my computer? Like it's just opening documents and stuff like that. Well, as long as we are still live. Now you can see the... What the hell is happening? And good morning, Doru. And Phil, no hot chocolate, I think some tea. I'm sorry guys, I'm a little bit losing focus because my computer is living a life of its own. Opening windows, opening programs. So hopefully it doesn't just close the streaming software. Actually, there is a little bit of light here at the top left of the screen, but it's nothing spectacular at this stage. Yeah, well spotted. So we do have something over there. Look at this. We have the Northern Lights above Utsjoki village. And they are there and they are beautiful. I have no idea what is happening there. If you guys can put a message that we are still live, that would reassure me. Because I have no idea what my computer is doing. And we have Northern Lights above Utsjoki. Look. Sorry? Okay, good. Look, look, look. So guys, do you see this? I know I've said that already 3 times this week, but I think that we need to say goodbye to the Northern Lights tonight. Look, they are so powerful, but still so dim because of the twilight. Beautiful Northern Lights above Utsjoki village here in the far north of Finnish Lapland. Almost literally on top of the world here. What an amazing place. So guys, it was selfie time. Is it closed?
Yeah.
There we go. Yes, I was in time fill. I was actually shooting continuous, so that's why I stayed for a little while. And it took a few pictures while I was there, so I knew that everything is okay. And we have still beautiful green, two bands of green on top of the village. That's really, really amazing to be standing up there. Even if it's not a massive show just yet, we never know. I just really like to be as close as possible to the Northern Lights. And it's actually starting to look a little bit brighter again. It's quite amazing that here on the top of the fell there is absolutely no snow anymore. It's almost like summer hiking here. And now we can see them with the naked eye, right?
Yeah.
And this is perfect timing because we're not far from the absolute darkest moments of the night, the darkest time of the night. And soon we have the nightless nights here in Utsjoki. This is actually as dark as it gets. We could almost, well, maybe not on the snowless areas, but in the snow we could go down without a headlamp, I think. can see now 2, almost even 3 curtains here in front of us. And you can see more on the right, but it's really conflicting with the twilight. Yes, Martijn, the BZ is supposed to dip. So that would be good if it happens while it's still really dark up here. And I can't even scroll the comments up, so I don't know what came before. Really sorry about that, guys. I'm not touching anything, otherwise it might just break the whole stream. And yes, Phil, I'm going from don't want to sleep to can't sleep. And I was actually going from I really, really want to go to sleep for a whole week to actually continuing doing this. But hey, look at the view, look at the experience. Just a little bit disappointed there is no ptarmigan here. Last year in April, I was here, I think, 2 weeks earlier on the 2nd or 3rd of April. And it was completely covered in snow. And I just could feel that I wasn't alone. And every time I just had the feeling there was something moving in the corner of my eye. And then I went to look, and this bird just flies, white bird flies away just in front of me in the darkness. Well, it was nearly full moon then, but it's a relative darkness. You can still see quite a I don't know, blob or something, but it's definitely there. And of course it's fighting a lot with the twilight. But it's there, it's reaching the moon. And if it gets stronger and if it moves more like there to the left, I need to spin. that direction. We have more lights here, guys. No, the computer doesn't work normal again. It keeps just switching from one window to the next and minimizing windows, and my mouse is unresponsive. So if we go offline, then I apologize for that, but then I'll just reboot the computer. Let's see what happens. This computer has been causing nothing else but problems ever since I got it. And it's quite a bummer because it was really expensive, and I got a technician that already came twice to change some parts, and I don't even know what's still in the computer from when it left the factory, and it's just been, sorry about the expression, a piece of garbage ever since I had it. So I'm not about to buy a Dell computer ever again. So if you have recommendations, well, probably everybody's going to say get a MacBook, and I might actually consider it. Look, the lights are getting visible against the twilight. It's really hard to see to the naked eye. You can just see like some kind of glow. And Sheila, yeah, we are offline now. What? At least the software says offline. And now it's so weird. Yeah, but yes, thank you, Sarah. I don't know, the software said that it was offline, and now it's... Yeah, but yes, thank you, Sarah. And now it's back. And now I can't read the comments because a window opened in front of the comments. This is just insane. And yeah, Phil. No, I'm not getting a Dell anytime soon again. This has been a nightmare. I've never really liked using Mac computers. I have a very good desktop computer at home for all the photo and video editing, and I got this laptop for editing on the go and doing live streams and stuff like that. But it has really failed me on all the fronts. And about a month ago, I got myself a really good monitor, which was also Dell, and it was also defective as soon as I opened it, so I just sent it back, got my money back, and pledged to never give money to this company again. At least not in the near future.
Never say no. I think you could go with an HP.
Well, I'm probably going to go with a portable Apple computer at some point, but I have this brick here that I need to. I can't even sell it because that would not be really nice. And we have some bands now appearing again in the south west of the sky. It's not even the temperature that is messing up the laptop now. I really have no idea what is going. No, nothing happened. I think it's the. I actually think it's the trackpad that is. It had a defective trackpad, like it was a known issue, and most of them had it, and it was changed. And now I think, because things happen when I move the. Can you give me the backpack, please? Can you give me this backpack? Yeah. Try to lay it flat on something. So we are still waiting. It is 1 a.m. here, Finnish local time. This is as dark as it gets. Let me show you. This is the twilight here in Utsjoki at 1 a.m. on the 18th of April. So everybody, it's actually really difficult to do anything here. We might get an outburst soon, so bear with me. I'm going to reboot this computer because it's just not workable like this. I know it's late for many of you, but I will try to be back in less than 5 minutes, so please stay tuned and see you very soon.